With COVID still in play, our industry, the industry has COVID. We don't have a lot of cars on the road. There's not a lot of accidents, and shops need work. They don't need total cars. They need work. And, there's a part of me that can only imagine the motivation to handle things in the way it was handled is because they were gonna fix this car. And
by fixing the car, they would make the money.
Yep. The insurance company would save the money. Yep. And the customer would be screwed.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Very nice to have you along with us. I'm Eric Reamer, this is Robert Grieve, and you're watching the airing of Grievances. Happy Saturday to you, brother.
To you.
And we have another just fantastic piece of information for you, but this is one of those ones that we want you to turn up the volume and pay especially close attention to, because, well, as we'll tell the story, this is heartbreaking. And it happens every day, and it could be happening to you. So, like I said, turn up the volume, lean in a little closer, and let's go through it. All right, what are we talking about, Rob? We got a doozy.
I could put one of these videos on every single day with the stuff that I see.
That breaks our hearts, but let's just focus on...
But this one is, it's so frustrating to be in this industry and to see this stuff happening to people. It's nothing short of wrong.
Well said.
It's nothing short of wrong.
So we could start the episode by saying something bad happened.
Well, whenever you have an accident, it's a bad thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to show a picture of the accident, or at least of the after effects of the accident. I'll throw that up now. And as you can see, this was no love tap.
No, it's not a bumper job.
It's not a bumper job.
It's not a bumper job.
Okay.
It's not a bumper job. This poor young lady, what does she do? What does everybody do? She gets rear-ended. She calls her insurance company.
That's what we're programmed to do, right?
Actually, she called the insurance company of the person that hit her, which
fair enough.
Was really the right move.
Absolutely.
In this,
they're the responsible party.
They're the responsible party. No need to get your company involved.
Right.
That company tells this young lady, here's our preferred list of people, shops to go to. Pick one of them and go to one of them. They'll write an estimate on it.
Let's just stop right there for a minute, because that is a common occurrence when in an accident, and whoever the responsible party is, the insurance party, they'll tell you, here's our preferred list of body shops. Pick one, and you have a free choice.
Yeah, you can take your car anywhere. You don't have to choose somebody off that list.
But here's our preferred list.
Yeah, these are the people that we trust.
Yeah, that's going to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the people that we as an insurance company have chosen to partner with and have contracts with, and they have our full trust.
They might even have some other identifiers that would lead people to believe that it's a proper decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
But looking at this car, the casual observer can see that this is a very seriously damaged vehicle. And she went as she was instructed, found a shop, and there's one on every corner.
Yeah.
Of this brand. It's a national brand, and there's one on every corner.
Yeah.
And the insurance companies love them. They have their contracts with them, and this it's hard to even talk about this. They wrote an estimate on this vehicle. Now, what we're looking at is a 2016 Ford Focus.
Okay, so it's not brand new, but
It's not brand new, but it's not
old.
It's not old either.
Yeah.
And whoever there wrote an estimate, and the total of the estimate is $4,688 to repair that damage.
$4,688 to repair the damage of this vehicle.
Yes.
Now, Rob, I'm a media guy. And
You probably could have wrote a better estimate.
I can look at that and say $4,600 isn't going to scratch the surface of that.
No. And it makes you wonder, what's the motivation?
Right?
What is the motivation? Because the person walks away saying, oh, it's going to be $4,600 to fix my car, and it's repairable. That was not the way the conversation should have gone. Anybody in the business knows that this vehicle, first off, should not be on the road. We shouldn't even bother writing an estimate on it from what you can see. But if you did actually write an estimate on what you could see fully and transparently, it would be a total loss. Just the one thing, I'm going to have you put that up and circle this little area here.
Yeah.
They don't even address the damage to the quarter panel, which is going to be significant dollars.
I think that was the first thing that I mean, obviously you see the crater in the back end of the car, but the first thing that I noticed was that quarter panel is all bent up.
Yep. And it's not bent up. We would call that indirect damage because it didn't hit it there. It hit it square in the middle and sucked everything around. So it just pulled that quarter panel. And if that happened, you know it needs a rear body panel. You know, you don't have to take the bumper off to know it needs a rear body panel.
Right.
And it's completely dishonest to give somebody a piece of paper that says that repair is going to be $4,600. They should be assisting that person in getting into a rental car and leaving the car because it's not safe to drive. Let's crash wrap the glass, the window, so no further damage goes.
So did the body shop in question of this national brand, did they get her in that rental car and take tow that thing away?
No. It's only because this person happens to work with my daughter, and we were, having family dinner, and she said, "Oh, my friend, got hit in the rear."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, sorry to hear that. Is she okay?" Yeah, of course.
Right.
And I said, "Does she have a picture? Shoot me a quick picture. Let me take a peek at him." Like,
Yeah. That's not a bumper. I mean, the bumper's involved, but that's.
And then she said that she had an estimate, and I'm like, yeah. And she sent me over the estimate. I'm like, what is going on here?
In your eyes, you look at this thing, knowing that it's a 2016 Ford Focus. It's a total, at least
Easily.
It's the cost to repair this vehicle
Properly
is going to exceed the value of the car.
Yeah. So I don't have any crystal ball, and I can't tell what would happen next in the story. But you gotta what is the motivation?
Yeah.
Behind writing that low an estimate? Because a lot of work went into writing the estimate.
Sure.
I mean, they sourced all sorts of used parts, which takes effort.
Right.
And, all the effort that went into this estimate was to make it less, not make it accurate.
We've heard that story multiple times because that's really what the insurance companies do, right?
Yeah.
They write for a lower amount. They are charged. We even saw the Geico adjuster tell Congress for Washington, or not I guess Congress, yeah, in a testimonial,
in Washington State,
right? His charge by his supervisor was to adjust estimates down.
Right. And so I don't call the insurance company out on this thing because the insurance company hasn't seen the car. The car went to their place that they chose to certify or do business with. And they're really eyes and ears and the boots on the ground for the insurance company.
Sure.
So this is not really the insurance company's doing that promoted writing this horrific estimate and leading somebody to believe, X when it's really Y.
Yeah.
And again, I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm suspicious that they wouldn't have taken the thing apart and written a supplement. They would naturally have to because they haven't captured half the damage.
Writing a supplement means adding more.
Yep, make it a correct
to be done.
Yeah, more of a blueprint or a repair plan.
Yep.
And I think they somehow would have repaired this car and kept it under the threshold somehow. I don't know how you would do it, but with COVID still in play, our industry, the industry has COVID. We don't have a lot of cars on the road. There's not a lot of accidents, and shops need work. They don't need total cars. They need work. And, there's a part of me that can only imagine the motivation to handle things in the way it was handled is because they were gonna fix this car, and
by fixing the car, they would make the money.
Yep, the insurance company would save the money. Yep, and the customer would be screwed. So, I don't know. It's a sad thing. There is another complication, and so it's not easy to figure out where to take your car anymore, because we have all these monikers and endorsements.
Sure.
The insurance company is endorsing this collision center.
They're on the preferred list.
Okay. Then they also happen to be a Ford certified body shop.
Yeah.
You can go to FordCertified.com and find body shops that are Ford certified. And you would think if they're a Ford certified shop, that adds another level of they're going to take care of me and fix this way way Ford wants it fixed. But,
you would think.
Yeah.
And we actually had another video that we made about certification, and I believe one of the things that you said on that video was that just having a certification isn't just a plaque on the wall.
No, it's a promise.
Right?
It's a promise. It's a real life promise, because that's what the consumer sees it as.
Yeah.
So we went to this gal went to a place that the insurance company endorses, that the manufacturer of a vehicle endorses, and yet is still in the position of I don't know what would have happened with this car had it not been brought here.
After this picture was taken and the estimate was written, they sent her on her way.
Yeah, she drove the car.
This car.
She drove the car home. That night is when the conversation happened with my daughter, and then I was involved, and she was like, "Can I just bring it to you?" I said, "Yeah, of course." That's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to counsel her. I wouldn't want an aftermarket bumper, and I'm looking at the estimate, and it's got drill holes in the bumper for the sensors. You should be able to get a bumper that already has the holes there.
Yeah, because let's for the people who are uninitiated here who are watching this video, the drill holes in the for the sensors in the bumper, those holes that fit the sensors. I'll show you the picture that Rob is showing me now. Those holes are already there. They're in the right place on an OEM or
an OEM bumper,
original equipment manufacturer's bumper.
Right.
But because it's an aftermarket, they would have to guess where those holes go and
Well,
change
no,
the tension or strength.
Who knows?
Right?
How they'd have to measure it and make templates and all the rest of that.
Yeah, and the only reason you're hesitating about this is because you don't have to know that, because you would never do that.
No, and oh, by the way, you take it to a Ford certified place, and the Ford certified site says OEM parts, original manufacturer parts, and yet they're coming out of the box with a first estimate with an aftermarket bumper on there.
Which,
hello?
Yeah, you raised this question in another one of our videos as well, where you're stuck between two places. The insurer says, we'll cover, we'll allow for aftermarket parts, but the certification says, no, we use OEM.
No, and this wasn't even her insurance company.
Right.
This was the other person's insurance company, and that other person's insurance company has a duty to make her whole. And this, you know what? It's so depressing.
It is, and I want to ask another question here, because there are certain things, there are certain things that are included on the estimate. We see the line items that they included.
Mm-hmm.
You raised another issue, though, and that is the things.
That's the number one thing
that wasn't included on the estimate.
Yeah. Why in the world, with that kind of damage on a car, would you ever think that maybe we ought to measure the vehicle to make sure that there's no structural damage or anything? We measure every car.
Before and after?
Yeah, kind of. With the damage, and then we fix it and measure it again.
Right.
Yes. So, yeah, before and after. There's no setup and measure. No set this up on the machine that you would use to measure it, and no measure.
I'm not a car guy really, but the part of the car above the bumper that holds all the structure of the door and what do you call that? The rear body panel. Rear body panel.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly,
taillight pockets, gutters.
Clearly, they wrote for that, right?
No. Nope.
They didn't write for the.
Nope.
Rob,
what they gave them was a lie and something to mislead them. It was a starter to get the car inside the shop. And then we don't know what would have happened from there. But it's hard for me to tell you where's a safe place to go take your car.
Right.
To get it repaired properly. There are some places in town, other than us, of course, but if you take your car to the Walmart of body shops.
That's a great way of saying
it. You're not going to get, you're probably not going to get the right repair.
And in this case, the right repair is not a repair at all. It is to make this car go away and get into a safe vehicle once again. And shame on the body shop that did not look at that.
Say, let's get you out of that thing.
Right?
It's
supposed to be about the people.
Yeah. People is the reason we do this. We need to keep people safe.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, they need to have a safe repair done on their vehicle. And they need to be told the truth. They're owed the truth. And that's why we put these things together every Saturday, is just so I could give you examples of what's really going on out there and let you know that we're always here to help. We don't have to do the repair. But if you have a question or something doesn't feel right, or you just got a little knot in your belly over what you're being told or how the thing's going, again, we don't have to fix the car, but I'm happy to have a chat with you and give you some advice.
Yeah, your first red flag, or at least moment for pause, would be if you hear, here's a list of our preferred body shops. Pick one, right?
There's a reason why they're preferred.
Yeah.
By the insurance company.
And this is, it's a heartbreaking story. The good news of this story, though, Rob, is they did bring it to you. You are an honest man, and that's the thing.
It's my people here.
Right?
It's my people here.
We've assembled the best team here, and it's not so much like we're saying, it's not so much we're begging for business. That's not the case at all.
Nope.
The purpose of this is do your due diligence. Be aware of, in many cases, this feels like a bait and switch, right?
It could be.
Get you in the door. Like you said, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what happens if that followed the course that would naturally occur and does naturally occur all the time.
Well, what would happen if she hadn't reached out to my daughter and my daughter reached out to me? I mean, I don't know what the situation would be currently.
No. But we can tell what it's going to be now.
But to write a $4,600 estimate on this is nothing short of a lie. They are trying to mislead you.
Yeah.
And that just really frustrates me.
Yeah.
It frustrates me. So I'm always willing to take a phone call.
Yeah.
And give some advice from our perspective here in Denver. And it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, I know shops all over the country that are there to do the right thing for you.
I'll second that. My son had an accident. Got his car was hit, and that was just 3-4 weeks ago. And we called.
I handled it while I was plowing the lot.
You're right. I called you. I was out of state. I called you. You called our friend Ron
Rankin
in Portland. And by golly, my son's car is being taken care of properly.
And I don't have to worry about a thing because I know that they have his best interest at heart.
Absolutely.
They're not going to steer him the wrong way.
Yeah.
But that's not everybody in this industry.
Unfortunately.
And a lot of people, I mean, you got to look at the motivation. Are they motivated to take care of you? Or are they motivated to take care of the business? Or are they motivated to take care of the insurance company? It's probably not going to be you. It's probably going to be the business or the insurance company. You just got to really... Estimates really don't even have a place anymore because, yeah, you could write something on this and I could be a whole lot more thorough. I probably could have written $12,000 without even doing anything, without taking the bumper off.
Right.
Just from the damage that can be seen. It just was not. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They wrote that and put all the effort into writing that horrible repair plan.
Yeah.
It's deceitful.
Something is broken in the system, and we're here to open your eyes to those situations, to give you the knowledge that you need to be informed, and then find somebody who cares about you before they care about their bottom line. And that's really what this is all about.
And just one last thing. I know the people at Ford Motor Company. They would not want, they would not endorse this kind of behavior. I know that to be a fact. So we'll probably send this up to Ford as well so they're aware. So.
All right. Well,
we got lots of peep in your corner.
Yeah, that's the truth. And on that note, Rob, I want to say personally, on behalf of the young lady who fortunately was connected by way of your daughter to bring her car here to get the truth, I want to say thank you on behalf of all of our viewers as well, because the truth is refreshing, even if it's a painful conversation.
Yeah.
Right. We'd rather have that painful conversation on this side, and so that you now are armed with the information that you need. But in the event that you find yourself in the middle of a situation that looks like what we just showed you, know that there are people out here. We're only a phone call away. There is a link to our website and phone number in the description box below. And it seems appropriate at this point, if you found value in this, I'm going to ask you a couple of things. The first thing is I'm going to ask you to click the like button, that thumbs up button on the video here. That will tell YouTube that this is a valuable video, and they will share it with more people who need to know. Because God forbid, if we're talking about one, we know there are thousands, maybe tens of thousands.
Yeah, this person that looked at this car that day looked at several others.
Yeah, exactly.
Might have been yours.
Right? So click the thumbs up if you would, please. While you're at that, and this costs you nothing, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. We're super grateful for that. That
Please.
tells you when we upload new videos. You can just set your alarm if you want and join us every Saturday morning. And if you want to chat with us live when it premieres Saturday mornings at 9:30 in the Mountain Standard Time, we're here to do that chat with you and are happy to engage with you, answer any questions that you have. There's nothing off limits in that kind of an environment. And with that, I want to say thank you, Rob.
Happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday to you as well.
To you.
And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next Saturday.